Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cutting through all the noise about AI tools. We're going to get real and talk about how you can actually build a personalized AI expert. I'm talking about an agent that does more than just answer questions. It becomes a real part of your business, working for you 24/7. You know that feeling, right? Every single business owner has it. If I could just clone myself, everything would be easier. You're juggling a million things, making endless decisions. You just can't keep it up forever. But what if that idea, cloning your own unique expertise, wasn't science fiction anymore? What if you could capture that genius and put it to work? And this right here, this is the huge disconnect. On one side, you have the AI most of us have used. It's a simple tool, kind of neat, but it spits out generic answers. But on the other side, there's the expert agent. That's a strategic partner, something that gives you a real competitive edge. So the big question is, why are so many of us stuck playing with a simple tool? And that gets us to the absolute heart of the matter. Look, if you've been playing around with AI and felt, I don't know, a little disappointed, a little underwhelmed, I'm here to tell you something really important. It's not a failure of the technology. The real reason you're not getting that strategic partner has almost nothing to do with the tech itself. Here's the problem, plain and simple. A generic AI has no idea what your business's DNA is. It doesn't know your secret sauce, the thing that makes you you. It's like you hired this brilliant, top-of-their-class employee, but you forgot to tell them what your company actually stands for, who you serve, or why you even exist. Of course they can't help you properly. So how do we fix this? Well, it all starts with a step that, honestly, almost everyone skips because they're so excited to jump into the tech. Before you even think about building an expert agent, you've got to do the work to define your business's core identity. You have to map out your DNA. So what do we mean by business DNA? Think of it like the soul of your business. It's that one-of-a-kind, powerful combination of four key things: your non-negotiable values, your unique superpower, a deep, deep understanding of what your customers really need, and the emotional signature of your brand. Let's break that down. Your business DNA is built on these four pillars. First, your core values, what you stand for. Second, your superpower, that special gift you give to the world. Third, knowing your customers' real underlying needs. And finally, your emotional signature, how you make people feel. A truly expert agent has to understand and operate from all four of these. And to really nail down that superpower, we can borrow this incredible concept from Japan called ikigai, which basically means your reason for being. In business terms, this is the unique value that only you can bring to the table. It's that thing that makes your customers go, wow. This is the core superpower that you're going to teach your AI. Okay, so you've done the hard work. You've looked inward, you've defined your DNA. Now what? How do you actually get all of that complex human stuff into a machine? You can't just have a chat with it and hope for the best. You need a system. You need a framework. And that's where a structured set of instructions comes in. It translates your soul into a language that AI can execute perfectly. And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? This is where everybody gets tripped up. It's the bridge between having a brilliant strategy and seeing flawless results. How do you take something as big and abstract as your reason for being and turn it into concrete, step-by-step instructions that an AI can follow to the letter every single time? Well, here is that bridge, a clear 7-step framework that you can use over and over. First, you give it a role. Is it a mentor, a copywriter, an analyst? Then you give it context, the backstory. Third, you define the target. Who is this for? Fourth, you clarify the intent. What's the end goal here? Fifth, you give it crystal clear instructions. Sixth, you dictate the presentation. How should the output look? And finally, you define its style and personality. That's it. That's the recipe. Okay, so when you finally combine your unique business DNA with a powerful instruction framework like this one, something truly amazing happens. You stop just writing clever little prompts and you start generating actual, real-world value. Let's talk about what's really possible here. Just think about it. Your agent can become your personal assistant for pretty much any task. Or it could be a mentor that you offer as a premium service to your clients. It can even become a core interactive part of your digital products. It really becomes that expert clone we talked about, executing your vision perfectly around the clock. And that's because this changes everything about how you should be thinking about AI. This isn't about writing a slightly better email or social media post. This is about building a durable, scalable, strategic asset for your business, one that grows with you and gives you a powerful, long-term competitive advantage. So, are you feeling it? Are you ready to go from just thinking about this stuff to actually doing it? I hope so, because all of this is completely within your reach.
Let's talk about the exact next step you can take to build your very own expert agent, starting today. Honestly, the single best way to get going is to learn this entire instruction method from A to Z in a totally free webinar. And this isn't just going to be more talk and theory. It's a hands-on practical session designed to help you build your very first agent right then and there. And just for showing up, you're going to get some incredible bonuses. We're talking about the 7 Buying Buttons course, which is all about customer psychology, and the Magnetic Post training for crafting content that people can't ignore. It's a massive amount of value, and it's completely free just for attending. So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. The technology is here. The methods to use it the right way are clear. The only question left is, while you're sitting here thinking it over, is your competitor already building their expert agent? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.